Oh, ho, ho. Buenos noches, everyone. How's the video? How's the audio? Give us some updates. Can you grab the... Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, let's bring up the comments. We are live with everyone, and the Van Fam is popping off in the chat already. I love it.
Hello, everybody. Kevin has stomped the like button. I like that.
Stomp it out, baby. Just let us...
Linda, Bruce.
The Bruce Meister, he's going to be happy for an update.
Of course, Amy is here. David is here. Laura.
Yikes.
Thanks, guys, for being here. They've been having a chat about tacos and stuff, I think.
Tacos. Right up our alley.
They like the hot sauce and everything. Guys, I just put Moon down for a nap. She'll probably be awake, and I'm going to bet it's 45 minutes to an hour. We'll see. Did you share, did they get a preview?
No. What do you mean?
Moon at the beach.
No.
Moon went to the ocean, in the ocean for the first time today, and it was very special. She loved it. She's a water baby, so she loved it.
Over to mics. There we go. External mics activated. Guys, give us an update on the sound quality. Let me just see if the sound quality is good. Let's see. One more thing to change. And output, let's go to...
Know that?
I'm the tech guy. There we go.
Kathy Jensen says, hi, Allie, Dan, and Moon.
Hey guys, welcome to Sunday Night Live. A lot of updates tonight.
Like your lot.
I got a lot of updates tonight that we're excited to share with you guys.
Are we sharing the big news?
Well, we'll tease the big news a bit. We don't want to blow all our news out at once, I don't think.
She says we sound kind of foggy.
Dogs, okay, sound is a little off. Okay, yeah.
Jolene is here. Hi, Jolene. She sleeps without it. She just sleeps better and longer in it.
The mics, I'm having an issue with the mics, so we're gonna go old school.
I'm not pregnant.
Allie's pregnant.
I am not pregnant.
David Strausser dropping a nuke.
Confirm that I am not pregnant.
Guys, I don't know if we'll be...
We're not engaged either.
Yeah. How's Mr. Buck doing? I'm going to say that Dewey's asking about Mr. Huck. Where's your phone? Let's jump over. Let's get everybody set up on... Guys, we're running to get to Sunday Night Live on time. I know you guys give us a hard time when we're late.
It's buzzing. Is it still buzzing?
No, it should be good now. I unplugged the mics. Okay. Unless it's Moon's thing in the background.
Oh. I can turn it off now.
Turn that off. Okay, guys. Yeah, we're moving a mile a minute. We got a lot of updates for you guys tonight. A lot of exciting stuff is happening. Obviously, being here with you guys is about as good as it gets.
First off, we're gonna need that on Pig. Look what she just did to herself.
Oh my gosh, guys, hold on. I gotta jump over to Pig Cam right now. Let's do it. We are there live on Moon Cam, and Pig has
just wrapped herself.
Look at my terrier. Literally, my terrier is actually wrapped in a cord.
What are you doing, Piggy?
We have to make sure she's really gentle, though, because she'll... Oh, my gosh. Here, Pig. Okay.
Come here, Piggy.
You go over there. So, guys, let's give them a little tour of our casita, and then we'll tell them where we are. How about that? And Moon hath arisen, because we turned the sound... You can probably put the sound machine. This is our new life, guys, by the way. A little cough for Moon. Guys, here's Moon. We give her a little beanie over her eyes so she can have a deeper sleep, we hope. A lot of people here, a lot of people hitting the like button. There's a terrier, and there is a Huckleberrier. So Huck is doing good, babe. Give us an update.
Huck's doing good. I asked some people on Patreon what they thought of his leg just to see if I could, maybe somebody knew more. And it looked a little, it's just not like closing up and finished healing yet, the wound. So anyway, I'm going to take him to the vet tomorrow. He might need more antibiotics. And I've tried to put Neosporin on it, but of course then he licks it. So I don't know. I feel like it should be closed up by now. It's been a long time. Maybe I'll hold her. And yeah, I don't know. He's doing okay though. He's
healing.
He is healing. We're trying to keep him tame, which is really difficult. I'm gonna get that
Moon's
girly.
making very sweet noises. It's Charlene and Jean checking in. We got to go through this. It's hello, Allie and Dan, Van, couple, a cool couple. That's what they're saying there. We're a cool couple. I like that. Maya with her little bow, and Pigged, of course, and Farrier Huck. Well, they got that one. You guys got that one a little turned around there, Charlene and Jean. It's and Farrier Pigged. And Farrier Pigged. Close, though.
You guys can call her whatever you want.
Yeah. Followed by some hearts, some thumbs up, and then, of course, the textbook Charlene and Jean sign off, the tree and the Canadian sign. So great to see Charlene and Jean here. Great to see everybody here. I know that we're going to talk about some of the Bryan Kohberger stuff. We're also going to bring in the other Bryan.
Oh, why
There's
is
another
everybody
Bryan in the
named
news.
Bryan. All of the murderers lately.
Moon is she's just on the verge of falling asleep. Day Soul 26 finally made it to Alive. So guys, I don't know if you noticed, maybe you follow this channel, maybe not, but we were on the Tiny House Tours channel. So let's go and check. I'll just show you guys a quick thumbnail here, because we were featured and we got a lot of new people joining the Van fam. So let's jump over to...
You guys, we got so many mean comments on there.
Did we?
Yeah, about how, like, we're not giving her a good life. I'm pretty sure we're giving her a better life than what we would at home. But people are like, I would never live in a van with a baby or whatever. It's like, that's fine. You don't have to. I don't know. It was just kind of...
We really don't live in a van.
I try not to read comments because some can just be so rude, and it's just like, whatever.
True.
You know? It's sad that people would take the time to say something so negative. It's like, it's unfortunate that they have, maybe something in their life that doesn't allow them to have joy for other people.
Well, listen, we don't focus on the negative too much. And listen to this top comment. Their setup is amazing. This is from Meredith Graff. Their setup is amazing. I'm 5 months pregnant, and I'm fascinated at how they adapted stuff for a baby. So that feels good.
Yeah, and it's like, the van wasn't built for the 5 of us. So the fact that we've made it work is great.
It's great. The fact that that precious baby just hung out on Dan the whole time, amazing. I kept looking for her to move around, but she seems so content on Dad. Love this family. You are inspiring. I'm going to give them a thank you.
There were nice comments, too, of course. Piggy is here just waiting to get a little treat. We're eating tuna, and I don't know if your dogs like tuna, but it happens to be a favorite of this little piglet.
So that's pretty cool. We dropped in and happened to see that come over. Whoops, hold on. Let me get back to you guys here, and we're back. So, I don't know if anyone watched that. Is it buffering for anyone else? Asked Kevin.
Are we on the strongest?
Yeah. How's everybody's internet? How's everybody's quality? We are in Baja. So, guys, if there's any sound or buffering issues, just kind of keep us updated. And I'll try and see what we can do. Laura Hope says a-holes. We know Laura's always got our back. It's Amy Sunclays. We haven't shouted out Amy yet. Amy, people who say that stuff are suffering themselves somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really get too much hate, you know. Guys,
Every
I
now
gotta
and then
say,
a comment will make me sad, and then I have to remind myself that it's projected on them really, and not.
we
us.
gotta throw something up here real quick. Don't mind if we do, because this comes through, and it's just so incredibly generous of Amy to be here with her time every week. But she just dropped in a $50 super chat
Thank you,
to get us
Amy.
started for the night. That means a lot, and you guys really have no
Thank
idea
you.
how special it is to have your guys' support. We got a lot of interesting
know.
things coming up in
Yeah,
our life, but to get to where we are now,
we know
last
that
year,
the Van fam will always have our back, and you
Yeah.
guys are always going to be here. And it's it's just sometimes that sort of stuff can lead people to not want to do this anymore, and we're gonna try our best to kind of ignore it and just continue to be ourselves.
Yeah, we're trying more and more to be ourselves. I mean, it's a
It is
skill.
what it is.
This stuff is a skill.
Yeah.
It takes
I think
time
there's a
to
lot
get better
of-
at this, you know.
You know, I've watched some videos of some people, not everyone, and I think there's no way that's what's actually going on. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know if that's very real, but they make a good video
Hey,
out of it. So
We
whatever.
fight, you know. I mean, every couple fights. We
sure.
have our. I get chewed out.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've been extra not on edge.
On edge.
Would you?
Right on the edge, guys. Living life on the edge in all the worst ways.
Would you call it on edge? I've just been
Edgy.
extra touchy. I don't know. I'm like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just trying to do everything so perfectly, and it's crazy.
You can't. No one does it perfectly, but you're doing great, and we have good communication as a couple. Anyways, everyone's shouting out Amy. Thank you, guys.
That's the support of the Van fam.
That's the Van fam right there. So let's jump over. I know Bruce is talking about a lot of YouTubers in Baja, which you mentioned as well, Allison V. So he says, Eamon and Beck, hope you run into that lovely Canadian couple. We would love to. And I was just thinking today how cool it would be, because of this tiny home tour thing, we got like 200 new subs almost to the channel who are all interested in van life. And that's really the type of people we want to connect with on here, and people that like travel, not entirely true crime, although we are becoming really kind of, I enjoy doing the true crime stuff a lot, the investigations. But we just want to have people that just
kind of like feels like something that we can like
grow at
and accomplish and get into. Sorry, we were running a little behind, and I'm just a little too hungry to not eat. But how about, are we going to go into this Ana Walshe case?
Oh, yeah. Bryan Walshe. I mean,
why does his name have to be Bryan, too?
Are we going to get into it right now? Guys, who's heard of the Bryan Walshe, Ana Walshe case? Very sad. More similar to the Brian Laundrie case than Bryan Kohberger. Husband allegedly, it appears, potentially murdered his wife on New Year's Day. Just a bizarre case, really. That's why we wanted to see what you guys thought of it, because...
Pig.
Oh, I got to shout out Amy. She says, it's been a rough week, and being here tonight is helping me. Van Fam rocks.
Yes, Amy actually shared...
Oh, did she?
Her mother-in-law, they have put to rest, which is really hard, you know, somebody who has been a part of her life, and obviously her partner's life for I don't know how many years, but a long time. And it's hard. That's hard when you lose somebody. And I know that people in our Van fam have been lost dogs and family members, and just a lot of, and people have been born and gotten married and, you know, all positive things too, but we've all been through a lot
Well,
together.
we're a Van fam, guys. We stick together. So let's give some shout outs to Amy,
Yes, Amy.
for her family right now. So, and I know you guys are obviously very, very good at spreading the love. So let's see what's going on. Joe Mar says, found you guys during Gabby Petito and have been following you all since. Bad time to have the name Bryan.
Bad time to have the name
It's
Bryan.
it's unfortunate. It could easily be the name Daniel, you know, and so I don't want to say like, oh, you know, Brian's. I know plenty of great Brians. I mean, really, I do. Some of my great friends growing up, a couple of them were named Bryan. Obviously, that has nothing to do with it. It's just a very coincidental that this new breaking news kind of murder. It's Bryan Walshe who's the guy behind it. So
yeah, I mean, Michaela just said it, but it's really sad that they obviously aren't going to have their mother or their father now.
That's just, yeah.
I just can't imagine what they...
It's, okay.
are going through. And then she was like this beautiful woman, and he looks like...
Well, here you go. I mean...
I hate to be rude, but he looked like he was...
He looks like a scummy used car salesman. Yeah, I mean...
He's not the ugliest person in the world, but he looks unwell or something. Not in that photo, in recent photos of him, anyway.
Bryan Walshe married Ana in 2015. They met in 2008. Love at first sight is what I'm hearing. Is Bryan Walshe a sociopath? Well, I guess the latest is that there was a fight over his father's estate. Clearly, there's obviously some more to this story because there's a murder. It looks as if a murder. But the couple's friends on New Year's Eve said they looked great together. Everything seemed normal, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. Then the next day, allegedly is when the crime took place. Her employer was the one that reported her missing, which is never a good thing because if it gets, you know, it means. Here's a really good comment by Beck. I should go back to. Let me go back to this.
Yes.
Because Brian Enton is the man. I agree with you, Beck. Brian Enton is the man. So plenty of great Brians out there. Has nothing to do with the name. But anyways, apparently her employer phoned the police about her missing, which is never good because it means you've been missing for, you know, some amount of time usually. So, whoops. So yeah, it's you know, it appears to be the husband did it, and so, but interesting, you know. Kevin says, speaking of true crime, you did a great job on that interview. Well, thank you, Kevin. I mean, that was fun. We want to do more of that, and we're, you know, hopefully.
Yeah, it was interesting to talk to Cloyd and you know, just get his opinion, and we thought maybe you guys might be interested in hearing it too. So we were trying to see kind of how that route would go and see if it worked. Yeah, going back to the Bryan guy, he did this whole art scam.
Mm-hmm.
I just, it's just so wild.
Shady character.
He's, you know, Dan is a wonderful man. And
Thank
there
you.
are great men out there. There's just, unfortunately, a lot of bad ones too. But there are, like, when I used to travel, I'd be like, well, there are nice Canadians and there are annoying Canadians and there are awesome Americans and there are terrible Americans and there are fun British people and there are boring British. I don't know. I'm just like making things up, but it's just you know, there are good, bad. There's everything, every option and combination.
Let's see. Sherry says, listening from the car.
Hi,
That's
Sherry.
a first
what
for
are you
us
up
to hear. Shout out to Sherry and her vehicular traveling. Kelly Foster says, hey, Allie and Dan. Early, I am the one that you were messaging off and on, and just wanted to thank you for taking the time to actually talk to me. I'm so proud of Moon and how beautiful. We always are happy to hear from you guys. We get emails, we get obviously messages on Facebook and comments, so we always try and get back to everybody. And thank you for saying that. David says, I went to school with someone who studies crime. Brian Enton is a great follow. I have to agree with Jill on that one.
Yeah, Brian Enton does really, really good
on the scene investigations.
Yeah.
Whenever I want an update, I go
that's
to
kind
his
of
Twitter.
who I first go to. I don't go to Twitter, but
I go to his Twitter
videos and stuff. Big question of the night no one talks about. How is Helen? Helen is in very good health, and we must have missed something about Jennifer.
Let's check it out. What do we got here? What do we got? Can I ask for some prayers? My cousin's girlfriend lost her baby. Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry.
Prayers for Jennifer, absolutely.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's really sad. I mean,
it's
I really can't even.
I can't imagine a really tough thing to go through.
Yeah, so we're thinking about you, Jennifer, and Amy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dewey's asking, how was the trip down? We did create an episode. I just haven't edited it and put it out yet, but we cruised down.
Yeah,
we cruised, guys,
pretty quickly down, and it's nice to just be here now and have that behind us. You know, sometimes it's nice to make stops and whatever, but we've seen a lot of what there is to see, and it's nice. But I think, you know, when she's older, if we say do this trip again and she can get out and play and stuff, which she'll need to get out and play, then it'll be better. But, you know, with Huck not being able to run around and play right now, you know, it's just kind of like quick walks and back in the car. So
Michaela has a comment here that's really good. Who's dumb enough to go to home? Oh, this is great. Who's dumb enough to go to Home Depot right after she's missing and drop $450 on cleaning supplies?
I just don't understand how somebody would
crazy
think that they could get away with it so much to the fact that they would go through that effort.
I mean, you gotta be so dumb.
It's just wild.
I mean, so really, wild. Just dumb.
Well, it's just like with this whole Idaho murders case, what it aggravates me that we are all pretty certain Brian did it, but these poor families aren't going to have answers for years, you know? I mean, it's not going to be done for years. They've already gone through enough. Like, why can't this guy just be like, yes, I did it?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to shout out Denise. Denise is her birthday. Denise is always here. She's a great Van Fam commenter in the lives. Happy birthday, Denise.
Happy birthday, Denise.
Woohoo. I think we deserve a sound effect. Bruce says, same with Kohberger, cleaning his Elantra with medical gloves on while the cops watched him with drones. Good comment, Bruce. That's so funny. I mean, it's like, guys, I mean, he must have thought he got away scotch-free if he's doing it with a drone in the sky watching him. That's pretty crazy.
That's kind of funny.
Didn't she have airline tickets and supposed to take in a flight? Yes, she, I believe, went to Washington, D.C., or was supposed to be in Washington, D.C. from Boston. And that's when her company called, I believe they called the police or something. They must have tried to do other stuff and get a hold of her and then said, something's up here. Okay, well, let's touch on the Baja stuff. And before we get too into it, I do want to share one cutscene. You might remember this. This was a little funny. This was on the trip down, since Dewey was asking. Let's jump into this one. Guys, we got to show you something real quick. It's right behind us. We just passed it. This is insane. This is Baja at its finest right here. Check this out.
best part about it is he's so happy to be up there. He's loving it. They're driving pretty slow. That's so good.
Pretty hilarious. we just, you never know what you're gonna see.
And the owners were just like, in the car, just driving along, happy as can be.
Happy
the dog
as can
was
be.
smiling. He was laying down, then he sat up.
Yeah.
So cute.
So, Jill, we are not in the same Airbnb as last year, although in some ways it does look similar, although a lot of places around here kind of look like it. This is an Airbnb that we rented for a few nights while we wait for ours, because the one we have booked long-term for like a month or so is not ready for a few days. So, we're in a really great Airbnb, affordable.
Very, very affordable. I think they might be newish.
Yeah, they are.
Or maybe I just didn't look for Airbnbs before this one was always taken, but it's really affordable. There's a lot of really nice ones that have gone up. It's too much. We're having tuna sandwiches.
Tuna sandwiches for anyone inquiring about our meal. I will say the bread here. Two things. We know of the bakery in town, which I just learned about last year. Incredibly good sourdough. Love going there. Although inflation has hit La Ventana, or they just realized that selling cheap stuff to gringos doesn't get them very far. They can just up the price and we'll still buy it. Mm-hmm. So the bread was 90 pesos, which is $4.50 for a loaf. So I mean, it was. It had like spice bell pepper. It had something in it, or garlic. But really good, a good loaf. Standard size, so $4. It's not a steal of a deal. And we went out to dinner on our first night here last night, and prices have gone up, new menus with new prices. It's just a bummer. But, whatever.
It is what it is. These people deserve, to make more money too. And they show up, and all the restaurants are changing and kind of upgrading and going from, there were tablecloths on the tables last night.
Yeah. It's just they're upgrading. Let's get some orange out here. Or Diana, Eye of the Storm Tarot drops a $20 super chat. I do want to shout out Diana in more ways than one, but so glad I made it. She says, we're glad to have you. There's been numerous times where we've put out a live. Diana wasn't in the live, but she super chats after the live with a super thanks. I mean, it's just like, Diana, that is just above and beyond generous of you. So we appreciate that.
You can't always make it.
Yeah, it would be funny if they were driving around looking for the dog. That's a good one.
That would be amazing.
Where's our dog? No, this looked, Charlene and Jean are getting some laughs out of that one. Lori's liking it. Yeah, guys, that was hilarious.
That was pretty good.
Dan, the sound man. I think Laura had a comment that some people were agreeing with that I was looking for. Hello Moon says Patsy Johnson. Okay, I'm going to say good night, Van Fam. Happy birthday, Denise, Persa, Jennifer, and Amy, and their families. Thanks. No.
Yes.
Catch the replay.
It's late in the UK. Well, I guess early morning.
Let's fill Kelly and the Van Fam in on how much an Airbnb normally costs.
Yeah, that's a good question. Like a little Airbnb with your own little mini kitchen and a bathroom and stuff like that, about $50 a night.
Yeah.
When
you factor in the cleaning fee.
If you can go not through Airbnb and find somebody local, which is who we have our long-term place through, it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
If you get a place for a month, you might be able to just message the owner, hey, can we do it by cash or whatever.
That's how it works.
Dan met a guy who owns multiple places here, so we don't pay that much going forward. We just have this for tonight. So that's a pretty standard price here. If you wanted like a full house with a view and everything, probably more like
there's expensive places here.
$200 a night.
Big time. The cleaning fees here are so affordable that it's really nice. You know, you go to a place in San Diego, a dump, and it's an $80 cleaning fee, and it's just that's a new trick that's come
And
on.
it's like, yeah, it's like, well, thanks for the clean sheets and clean towels, but
Yeah. So,
Ethel is here.
hi Ethel. Hi everyone. She says, tuna. I will pass on. Make sure to brush your teeth. Food prices are outrageous, says David Strausser, and
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Man, in the U.S., it was getting out of control.
It's crazy. It's so unfortunate how, our disposable income is just like growing down and down and down just because all of our other costs are going up.
Yeah. Miss watching you cook, Dan. Okay, I will be cooking a lot on the episodes in Baja, guys. That's one of my goals, and one of my goals is to do really well done film wise videography on cooking, because I really want to showcase how fresh and
How good of a
delicious
chef he
everything
is.
Linda says, I love albacore tuna sandwiches. So yummy.
Oh no,
I had flu
Diana.
and Mom died. Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
I'm pretty sure I remember her, Diana mentioning that on our last live. So thinking about that, and thinking about you as well for being here and getting through a tough time. And hopefully we can make it a little bit easier. You got the hiccups.
Yeah. Hi, Missy. Thank you for being here. Yeah, there's 168 people, but we have 88 likes. So, if you are able to smash that like button,
don't set her off. I did it yesterday or 2 days ago. It's no bueno. I am having a cerveza tonight. I like to on Sunday Night Live.
It's a very non-Mexican cerveza.
Yeah, they didn't. It was all the stores were picked clean because it's Sunday. I will say some stuff here very expensive, or is close to U.S. prices.
Beer is not one of them.
A 6-pack is like $4. So if you're, but I really don't drink all that much. I try to. I'm so busy a lot of times I just can't. And like we won't be going out as much this year because with Moon, we're just going to do a lot of cooking in and stuff. But it's nice that you can get an affordable 6-pack if you just want to have a beer for.
Well, did you say there's some restaurants where you just bring your own 6-pack? Did you say that?
Yeah, some restaurants you can just bring one in, which is really nice. Let's see what Jolene has to say. Glad you guys left SoCal before all this rain. Our backyard is now a swamp.
That's crazy. We had no intentions to leave, but I can't get over how much is going. I mean, my sister and brother-in-law in Santa Cruz, everything is just wrecked, and now all through SoCal, it's just crazy.
Crazy rain.
Hope you don't have too much damage to the house or anything. I mean,
I think they're away. I mean, a little bit away from the coast. I think it was just a lot of rain, but we had some incredible weather while we were staying at Jolene's in the 70s on Christmas Day. It was beautiful. And then the rain came, and we were not expecting that. So it was very wet, and we drove to Phoenix. So we came to Baja from Phoenix. We've got some really exciting news about kind of our lives and what we're going to be doing, and it involves Phoenix. So, shan't we?
Maybe that's where we have our first meetup. Maybe we have a meetup.
Guys, meetup in
you come
Phoenix.
To Phoenix. Tell us. Let us know.
Boop boop.
What's that?
Kelly is kiting with you guys in Baja. We
had dinner with Kelly last night. Yes, Kelly is here.
Sorry, you were saying? A Phoenix meetup? Yeah.
To meet some more of the Van fam.
Yeah, we have.
I feel like a lot of people have said that they're in Phoenix, and please, it's hard to remember where everyone's from. So it's just like, I just know I've heard people are in Phoenix.
Yeah. David Strausser saying the ultimate comment here. How come prices are going up but wages never go up? I mean, guys, wages, like barely go up over the last like 60 years. It's part of the reason why I really hated working my corporate job before I quit and started a social media business 5 or 6 years ago, because I had reached the top of the pay scale. And it's just like, if I have dreams to have like to do my own thing and be able to provide a lot for my family and have that financial freedom, which for me is like freedom. Money is freedom points. And so when I hit the cap, I'm like, well, this is lame. I'm 29 and I'm capped out at my how much I'm making, or only way I can make more is by working more hours. That's no fun. So wages for me, I mean, it really does need to catch up to reality. I agree. I mean, I think everyone agrees, don't you?
Yeah.
18 eggs are $9, says Kelly.
That's out of control.
Deborah Lee in the house. Hey, Deborah.
Allie Shelley is getting hammered with snow. Is it? I should look into that. My pipes are going to freeze again. But the Mickles, yay!
We'll eat
There's
more
tons
vegetarian
of
down
fresh
here.
fruit and vegetable here. I always say like my body loves Baja. I think it's just easier to eat healthy here because everything is so straight from the, like straight from the farmers and
Straight from the water.
Really, really, I don't know, vibrant and colorful.
They evacuated Santa Cruz yesterday. Any update on your sister?
Well, she's in Boulder, Colorado right now, but no, her husband, so my brother-in-law is a insurance guy, so we get a lot more stories from him kind of after the fact of like all these things that happen to, I mean, a lot of people's houses and businesses and things like that.
Guys, let's get a shot of Moon. This is sponsored by Diana's Super Chat. This is Moon Cam, guys. Out like a light. She really does well with the eye covering, and this beanie is like so stretchy and perfect for it. So let's give you guys a quick tour. It's just a studio. Kind of a basic, very basic kitchen, but big
There's
fridge.
Like a couple of burners and a toaster and a, whatever.
Bathroom, vlogging camera, and then sliding doors over there. Huckleberry right there, and a dog terrier right here wanting some food. So that's the setup. That's what $50 a night will get you here in Baja. And
we're in walking distance to everything, so it's really close.
The beach is probably a 7-minute walk from here. So let's jump back into chat. Mm-hmm. Josh says, I hope people realize you're a first-time mom and not to be too harsh on you. What do you think about that?
Thank you, Josh. I think that everybody should just be more supportive of all these, like, we're so judgmental of moms. It's like, how is that helpful?
You are judgmental of yourself.
Oh,
for
yeah,
no reason.
I'm hard on myself, for sure. I get so hard on myself when she doesn't sleep well because I didn't provide her a good nap. It's crazy. But it's just like this mom guilt that I have to learn to get rid of. I think a lot of moms have it.
Linda Heckert says, if I live close by, I would babysit for you guys to go out and have fun. That would be awesome.
Thank you, Linda.
I'm really excited to have our first babysitter event.
I think it's important for her to have other people. That way, she's not always around us and that sort of thing. And, I'd love, obviously, when she gets bigger to, have friends and a little daycare or something. Jill, this is a gift from Jolene. She let us take the swing that Maya loved so much. So, yes, we have that with us. And it's big, but it actually goes down in a pretty nice way and fits right in the back of the van. So,
David says, I think you both are wonderful parents to baby Moon.
Thank you, David.
Appreciate
I think
that.
every parent is just doing the best that they can, for the most part. And it's just, it's a weird thing that there's so much judgment on other moms and stuff like that.
Let's jump over to another.
Thank you, Amy. That's very sweet.
Guys, I want to jump over to something else. I know some people are probably interested in this. Whoops, hold on. Let me go back down in chat. Boom. So it's the NFL scores. I don't know if anybody's rooting for anybody, but looks like Bengals are playing the Ravens right now. I'm hoping the Bengals pull that one out, and I think they should. Seahawks unfortunately lost to the Niners. I was really bummed out. Wow, Giants lost to beat the Vikings. Babe, Giants beat the Vikings underdog. That's an upset. That's a big. And then the Bills beat the Dolphins. And last night the Jaguars came from 27 down to win on a field goal at the end of the game. So, is anybody following the NFL? I do enjoy playoffs. Look who it is. It's Shelly Fitzgerald.
Hi, Shelly.
Shelly Fitzgerald, Sunday Night Live. I just want to check one thing. I saw that. I just wanted to see if there was that one. Make sure we don't miss. Oh my gosh, right as I'm talking about it.
Jill.
Give the horns to Jill. Hit her with the sound
Jill
effect.
is always here and always with the super chat. Thank you.
But it's of the $50 variety.
Wow.
Which is so generous. Jill Fisher, always here in chat, and very, very generous with the super chats.
Thank you, Jill. Wait, did I already tell you this? This might be ridiculous. I surely have. You probably know, but you can spell your name on your hand. You see that?
Whoa, Jill.
J-I-L-L. Do you see it?
J-I-L-L.
It may be the wrong way.
Yeah, I do see it.
Kind of hurts here. Well, somebody showed me that at cheerleading
Looks
camp
like a gang
back
sign.
in like the, I don't know, 11th grade, 10th grade or something, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I wanted my name to be Jill.
Okay, so I know a lot of people are shouting out their team. Thank you so much, Jill. Seriously, that is just so generous. Okay, let's see. I see a lot of comments. Ravens, please win from Renee. Your first time away from Moon, and you'll go worried no matter what. It's just a parenting thing we all go through no matter who you left baby with. Probably true. Oh, yeah. Amy's Vikings lost. That's brutal, Amy. I'm sorry to hear that. I can't believe they lost. They were just really. I can't believe I'm talking to you about it.
I do know that the Vikings are from Minnesota, and they're purple and yellow. So.
Well, that deserves a round of applause. Yeah, that's an upset, big time. It doesn't get worse than that. Watching a 3-seed lose to a Giants team.
Does anyone know what he's talking about? Because I don't know what he's talking about.
Deborah says, "Yep, it's been a crazy day of football today. Watching now, Bengals. I'm with you, Diana. Eye of the Storm and I are after the Bengals." Brenda says, "Go Niners." Niners ousted my Seahawks yesterday. Our Seahawks.
Niners.
And Niners look like a good squad.
49ers?
Niners go up against. Yep. Niners go up against the. Niners go up against the Eagles, I believe, next weekend, which is going to be a heck of a game. So, Brenda, I don't know.
Philadelphia Eagles?
Yeah.
Guys, my cousin's husband is a very big fan of them. I'm trying real hard to get it all together.
Bruce says, "Gosh, I hope your ride home is better than your last ride home."
We do too, but Miguel keeps reaching out to us and checking in on us and letting us know he's got space for us if we ever need a ride back. But he actually sent me that message a few days ago. It's like, how'd you know we just got to Baja?
David says, "My team's not in as long as Brady is over." I wonder if I don't know who you mean by that, David. Are you a Patriots guy? Robin McLeod in the house.
Hi, Robin.
She says she's been sick a while. Well, we hope you're feeling better.
Yes.
Linda says Bengals all the way. Amy shouting out Jill's super chat. We'd love to see that. Van Fam supporting Van Fam. Big upset. Niners all the way, says Deborah. And I think that Niners team is really good. Really good. I keep looking to Allie as if I'm going to get something in return. Amy says, "Go
Not even
Cowboys!" I hope the Cowboys can advance for once. They always lose in like the early round of the playoffs. Let's see what Kelly says. Question: do you think he is going to get off because of reasonable doubt? And do you think there was a co-defendant? I do. Well, should we switch into the Bryan Kohberger stuff?
This is about Bryan Kohberger?
I mean, it has to be. Shelly says, I made it to alive. We're going to jump back. We'll jump into the Kohberger stuff in a second, Kelly. So we'll definitely touch on that. There's Jill again. We love to shout out the super chatters. Hey, it's Ashley. I haven't been here in a while. Nice to see y'all.
Nice to see you too.
Ashley
Is
Morgan.
That Ashley Morgan?
Yep.
Is it?
It has to be. She knows. That's exactly how her comments usually were. So she's got a different account or something.
Not a chance in hell. Kohberger gets off.
Okay. David's. We're teasing the Van fam a bit with a secret.
It's not that it's a secret, but it hasn't happened yet. So we should hold off until we have a little more information on it. To be honest,
it pertains to our life and
our life after this.
Yeah, it pertains to our life. It determines how long we're here. It involves us moving the van to a city, and
you already told them the city.
No, I said we came from Phoenix to Baja, and then now we have a place that we're going. I didn't. If I said the city, it was Phoenix.
But that's okay. It's we will be going back to Phoenix after this, and we'll tell you what we're doing there when things become.
Well, you guys will be there for the whole time because we are vloggers for life, and they lost at home. That's always the worst part. The Vikings lost at home. Kelly, Jomar says, no way, that guy is guilty and did it on his own. So grateful he was locked up. Well, we asked Clyde that question. Clyde thinks the cops got the right guy. I personally think...
He said there's one thing that never lies, and that's DNA. I mean,
DNA doesn't lie.
How could they not have any other DNA in the house, you know? And
I mean, I just don't know if Bryan Kohberger, like... Did he really think he was going to get away with this? I mean, it's like, did he really think? I mean, that's just crazy.
He knew enough to shut his phone off.
I mean, that's kind of the bare minimum. He should have left it at home. What do you need a phone for in a murder?
The timeline and how 4 people were murdered, and he was in and out of there in, like, I don't know, 20-ish minutes. It's just crazy. That's crazy. That
makes more sense. Nikki were correcting me. Eagles play New York next week, so the Niners probably... I don't know who the Niners are playing. I'd be scared of that Niners team. That's all I got to say. Eagles play New York next week. That's a big game. That's a division game, Eagles and Giants, so that's going to be a good one. I really like the Eagles in that one. Sarah says, let's go Buffalo. Okay, Laura says, this is all I've been doing, Kelly, and no, he won't get off, and he was alone. Pretty sure DNA doesn't lie. Just like you said, babe. That's exactly right.
But even, so plea bargain for his life. So even if he did do it and he is convicted and they have the death sentence, why would they just let him live alive in jail?
He does not. If he's guilty, and I think he is, he deserves the death penalty, and he should get the death penalty. You don't really kill 4 20-year-olds and get to live after. I mean, I'm sorry. I totally agree with you, says Michaela to Jomar. I feel they have so much evidence we don't know about. Fingers crossed.
I think so, too. I think the fact that they put that much in there, I think they've got a few more things up their sleeve. You know what? David actually sent me a video that I haven't seen yet that I really want to see about, I think it's Kaylee Goncalves' dad gives some information that isn't quite like public, or he shouldn't have said it. But David sent me that, and I have to go back and watch it because I didn't get service yesterday when I opened it. Anyway, so I am curious to hear what that says. I don't know, David, if you want to share some what you found intriguing about
we
that.
know David's got some thoughts.
David has some really interesting thoughts always.
Now, before we go back into the Kohberger stuff, why don't we check out Moon at the beach today? Moon's first time in the ocean, guys. Big moment. How's Sarah? It's in La Ventana. Yeah, it's a little chilly. Whoa, what do you think, Moon? She loves it.
That's enough to make me cry.
Guys, I gotta jump to Moon Cam because it's currently Crybaby Cam. Crybaby.
She's just so special.
That was very special.
Sweet.
Guys, it's Moon Cam. It's a tired Moon after her first beach day. Beautiful video, a beautiful moment, I should say. Basic, pretty regular video, but beautiful moment as a family.
Well, it's very, very sweet. There's no wind, so that means we just get to worry about, not worry, it means we just get to spend our time.
You worry. Sorry.
I do worry about it.
What I took away from that video is how chunky Moon is getting. She's turning into that fat little baby that we've always wanted.
Yeah, so I measured how much milk I'm getting, and I'm not getting nearly enough to feed her properly. So we're going to start, so we've been, using the donor milk, and that's going to run out very soon. So we got some formula, and
I think switching to formula is going to be, adding in formula, it's going to be a good majority of what she eats.
But I got to
I think it's going to be
for
great.
a little minute here.
Let's hear it.
Moon slept 9 hours.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Sleeping about 8 hours a night for a while now, and they say it takes excuse you.
Sorry.
They say it takes 6 nights or something for that to become their new normal. So she goes to bed around 10, and she woke up today at 7.
Guys,
we are just so fortunate for
we're
that.
so grateful that she sleeps. We put her down around 10-ish, and she's out within a half an hour. And then I swear to you, I wake up, and I'm like, oh, it feels early, and I look at my clock, and it's 6:30 or 7 a.m. And it's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're... breastfeeding didn't go well for us, so maybe we have the sleep gods blessing us with this wonderful
We do
thing in our life.
Yeah, we're very grateful. You get you take the good with the bad, and we're some things go good, some things go not as good, and I'll take sleep. Full nights of sleep, it's a game changer, guys. Amy says, yes, switch to formula, less anxiety. Dan got his mama bear's body back. Dan got his mama bear's body back. I don't know if Bruce is talking about me, Bruce, from getting back from my injury, or if somehow I helped you get your body back. But Shelly says, beautiful Maya. Jill Fisher says, so cute. Jolene says she's getting bigger.
She is.
Here's something I do want to talk about. Bruce brings this up, but I was going to mention it. Trial starts end of June, like June 26th. How lame is that?
It just doesn't seem fair to those poor families. I get that they still have to go through evidence and blah, 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 but it's just
well,
just force him to say that he did it. Why do people have to do this? It's just so... Yeah.
It's the legal system.
I understand. It's just...
I
just feel for the families.
Yeah, Bruce says that's one thing that will be insane, but his DNA... Oh, hold on. His DNA will be hard to disprove. Okay, the video was pulled after he had mentioned that they had known him. It's in the video I sent. Can
Yeah,
you
so I
send me that
just
video?
thought it was so interesting that these cute, fun-loving girls would talk to this freak show of a man.
They know. So what I'm hearing from you right now, correct me if I'm wrong, is there's a chance that they knew Kohberger, according to a video of her
I
dad
haven't watched
saying
it
it.
yet. That's what Bruce is saying.
It sounds like David was saying that.
Yeah. Plus, the apartment was searched, and after they closed, is sealed for safety. Remember, he said, "I am the only one arrested. Am I the only one arrested so far? Others are involved in this case. They haven't mentioned for a reason."
Guys, that is absolutely hard to. Piggy,
That's inappropriate.
not during Sunday Night Live. Guys,
This is not the
let's
time
jump over
for
to
that,
Terrier
Peggy.
Cam. We're jumping over to Terrier Cam. Piggy, can you say hi to the van fam? There's my Terrier. And Huck is resting. We got him a new bed for his recovery, and he's really enjoying it. I mean, if this case really takes a turn like that, I'll just be so blown away because I wasn't expecting it.
I'm not going to be blown away if there was another person because of the timing of it all. But how do you talk somebody else into doing that with you?
Don't know, but they must. They okay, Dave. Somebody said Schofner is right. The trial is going to be put off again until September. Mark my words. No one wants to work a trial through the summer. Oh, that's an interesting point. I could hear that. It's just a preliminary hearing, not a trial. That is true. It's just a preliminary hearing.
I just sent you an email with a theory.
Okay, guys, jumping over to my email to see. Whoa, and look what I see. Jumping over to my email, and I just...
Thank you, Deborah.
Deborah dropping a $20 super chat like it's no thing on us. And we use our phone for Mooncam, so I see the super chats on Cash App in my email. And one sec. Oh, interesting. Okay. Anyway, Deborah says $20 for a little love. Jolene says Dad said Kaylee claimed she thought she was being stalked, and she fought back. I figured Maddie was the target. Kaylee wasn't even supposed to be home that weekend.
Okay, I saw a lot of speculation that they say that one body was a lot more attacked than the others, if you will, and a lot of speculation I read said that it was Kaylee. But can anybody confirm if that was confirmed? I don't think it was.
Okay, here's what Amy sent us. Amy Sunclade says, so Kaylee's dad said in an interview that he didn't have to go up the stairs, meaning Bryan. Bryan didn't have to go up the stairs. The 3D video of the house shows that the room Kaylee and Maddie were killed in was at the very top. Was the very top room, up about 13 stairs. Kaylee wasn't in her room, which was at the bottom of the stairs going to Maddie's room. So I think when Kaylee's dad said that, and then he said his daughter's injuries were different, I think he was saying she wasn't in her room, she was the target, and he didn't have to go up the stairs to check for her. Okay, very interesting. What do you make of this? Because it does seem like there was like one of those two girls was the target. So I definitely can get behind that.
Joni says, I'm guessing this is Joni because it looks just like your photo, but I think Jomar is Joni. Joni says that Kaylee's family thinks he might have known.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think it is Kaylee. And Kaylee thought she had a stalker. That's all the stuff that I've heard. Hi, Mooney.
Yeah, that does add up for sure. A second person doesn't make as much sense if he was stalking one. So I don't know what to make of this. I agree with you, David. Timing is way too perfect with DoorDash delivery and Kohberger getting in and out and stabbing 4 people in 16 minutes. Something is off. Really good point. The time frame that we've gotten now,
and the whole DoorDash. I mean, it's just all so. I don't know.
bizarre.
Yeah. But I think there's some things we are missing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pardon me?
Guys, look at this little moon.
Is there a more perfect moon than this? The big reveal. Hi, Mooney.
Guys, if anyone has any tips for reflux, this little girly has been having some pretty intense reflux lately, and I want to make her life easier for her. So if you can share any tips that you have, we would appreciate that, wouldn't we, sweetie?
She's such a sweetheart, guys. She's such a great little moon. Uh-oh.
Is it time to eat?
Uh-oh.
I think it's time to
Might be
eat.
time for a little meal for Mooney. Okay, let's jump back in. We're getting sidetracked by old Moon. So, hey, it's Love Life. It's Kate. She says, I caught y'all. Okay, Bruce is calling Kate out, though, for being late. Good point, Bruce. She's late. Better late than never, says Bruce. So, Jomar's Joni. Okay,
I knew it.
You knew it. Kaylee was worse, but maybe helping Maddie. The knife cover was by Maddie's leg. Yeah. The knife cover thing is just totally bizarre. Watch Grizzly True Crime. She has every detail since day one: map time, timeline, and interviews. Okay, yeah, I've seen a lot of Grizzly. Yeah. A lot of the people that watch our channel watch her channel, so it's a good channel to throw
Amy
out
says
there.
I'm 1,000% Kaylee was the target. Okay, I thought so too. From everything, I just can't. It's hard to remember if you sometimes what things are factual, and if I just read about it a bunch of times or heard about it.
Looks like Bengals are up 9-0 on the Ravens. Just a quick score update. I want to see one thing. Yeah, I mean, I could totally see a creepy Kohberger going. You'll find me loser, set me free. Mute that. That's inappropriate. What happened here? Did my terrier? Okay. I want to switch over to this. I mean, this is Kaylee and Calvis. This is probably a dream girl for Bryan Kohberger, who looks like maybe he wasn't an A-list star in the girls department, if you ask me. So for him, I could totally see him being a bit of a stalker when it comes to someone like that, who might have given him some attention, maybe
Huck,
crossed at a bar or something.
No.
And she probably would never even remember him.
Right.
But she might have an inkling that there was a stalker around a lot of different things. I know you guys are all plugged in on a lot of the theories too. So, it doesn't surprise me that she was the target. Okay, let's see here.
Grizzly True Crime is really good.
I love her hair. Yeah, she's got great hair, no doubt. All 3 Bryans are guilty. We know one lied in a letter after committing suicide. That is true.
He's sickening.
Try
burping Maya low down on her back and just listen to all the air come out. Okay. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Pippi. We're always looking for new burping technique.
The biggest trouble is that she arches her back because she's so uncomfortable that it's hard to burp her because you have to bottom of the spine and move up and down again. Lots of bubbles in there. Thank you.
When burping, start at the bottom of
Thank
the
you, Amy.
spine and move up and then back down and up again. Lots of bubbles in there. Okay. I needed to read that so I can internalize it. So let's
Yeah,
see here.
he saw them at the restaurant. Yeah, I agree. Joni says he saw them at the restaurant they worked at. That they worked at. The girl
The
who
vegan
broke up with her
restaurant where
boyfriend
two
had
of them
brutal wounds.
worked.
They were asleep when they were killed. They were in their room with a smaller bed, and that was their childhood bed. Dog was in the other room.
So this is a really good point by Joni, actually. The girls were beautiful and friendly. Everyone knew them. He might have seen them at the vegan restaurant where two of them worked.
Yeah.
Didn't Maddie and Xana work at the vegan restaurant? Or was it Kaylee and Xana? I think it was Maddie. You guys would know, and I know you guys have mentioned it recently. Kaylee's wound was larger than Maddie's, says Jolene.
Well, Xana's milkshake was on the counter and the bag. Oh, that she ordered from the Carl's.
Let's see. I'm just going back through here. Some people said Kelly. Okay, the first responder cop let out when he found Kaylee and Maddie that Kaylee had chunks cut out of her and nobody else had that. So sad. That is very gruesome, for sure. Rebecca says 16 minutes sounds like plenty of time to do the job, in my opinion.
I mean, I guess you're not just like messing around. You would want to get it done with, but
yeah, but killing someone with a knife is not as easy as just stabbing them once. You really, in a lot of ways, to make sure that they're dead, and I don't know what the murderer did, Bryan, to do that, but all four of them died from their injuries. And so it can take some time. It's not like shooting four people in the head where it's like, one shot, one kill type of thing. It can definitely be a struggle. And if you've got people fighting back, I mean, two in the same room twice, I could see 16 minutes being a really speedy time. I mean, you got to be executing your crime perfectly in order to get it down to that small of a window for a quadruple murder. Bruce says his ego is bigger than the entire planet. Kaylee's dad even said the same thing about the gashes.
oh.
With Mr. Kohberger in charge, not his lawyer, because he will control the narrative of his defense. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Maddie and Xana at the vegan restaurant.
Yeah, who were we listening to when they did an interview with the guy who... It was Ryan Enton. Brian Enton
Right.
interviewed his public defender.
His Pennsylvania.
Right.
Well, I just want to make sure Huck doesn't...
Huckleberry.
Can you sit?
Baja.
Hold on.
Look, right here.
Don't trip over the wires. A lot of wires here, guys. A lot of wires.
Okay, I'll get you treats later. I will.
Bryan has obviously had some insecurity and mental issues for years. Either his parents are living in denial or plain dumb. Bryan has been called out by restaurant management for his aggressive approach. Yeah, I've seen that. There's definitely just, I think when you're really hardcore on something like his level of vegan, it says something more about his personality. Not the vegan part, just his level of commitment to it. To not want anything in the same pots or pans that meat has been cooked in.
Like OCD about it. Well, there's a lot of, I know other people who are like that as well.
So Mad Greek is not vegan only, says
right.
Dewey, so that's
it just
good
has
to remember.
Options.
The girl whose parents have been involved in the news and helping police stated she was interested in true crime and followed certain people. They talked about it in a video posted recently. I gotta hop off. Charging time. Love you all. Thanks, Karen. Kaylee's dad even said the same thing about the gashes. Yeah, that's definitely been said by him. Deep, nasty gashes on her. Deborah Lee dropping a $4.99 super chat. I saw someone say, pretend to stab a pillow for 60 seconds. It's a lot. Great point. Not only is it hard, I mean, it's a lot of work. It's like exhausting, physically exhausting, using a knife.
Especially if something's fighting back.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it is exhausting. It's and then you've got just try, like she says, try stabbing a pillow that just lies there. Brian Enton is all over the story. I just love it. That's from Shelley. Yeah, Bruce, I can feel this.
It's so horrendous. It's so horrendous. That's why it's like, can he just be like, yes, I did it, and give these poor parents something out of all this? All of this. Huck goes, no.
Kaylee had her B-Day in Pullman in the summer.
Yeah.
So
could be.
I mean, it's like there's probably a lot of people that know these girls and have told police information that we don't know, and they're obviously not out on Snapchat or TikTok saying it, telling us. But I'm bummed that we have to wait so long for the trial, but I think we're going to learn a lot of really crazy stuff.
I'm wondering if we're going to get more information before the trial, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
know how the legal system works exactly.
But Brian does, which is scary.
Yeah, so I was reading YouTube comments on a video, and Kelly's asking the same question, why it took 8 hours. I mean, there's a lot of people on some of the comment sections of videos that that I've watched on this, and I'm sure it's echoed all over the place, but the entire roommate thing is strange, and I don't want to victim blame her because she's a victim, obviously. But it's just so strange. I mean, it's just so. It just doesn't add. It doesn't, in a way, it doesn't add up to me. I want it to. I want to just be able to say, oh, it was a crazy situation, and that's just, you never know what you'll do. And that's true, but I don't understand it at all. It makes no sense to me. So
Piggy, no.
I hope we learn more for DM's sake, Dylan's sake, because I think probably she's catching a lot of heat on the internet now.
I would say I hope she's not watching the internet right now, because I think a lot of people are.
You think we get mean comments?
I think a lot of people are giving her shade, and she's not allowed to tell anyone either, So
Right.
she's probably just sitting there completely shocked that her friends and roommates are gone, and her life is no longer going to look the way it ever did. And then she has to deal with all the people saying that
she'll always have to answer.
I think there's just a few things we'll figure out later on down the line.
Yeah, and I hope one of them is kind of exonerates her unique behavior. Considering at the time no suspects were in custody, this was around December 1st, November 30th. Are you glad you didn't go to Idaho where you were thinking of going, knowing how close Brian was at the time? I really wish we had. Unfortunately, I wish we had gone so badly. I wish we had gone to the vigil.
Dan had gone.
Yeah, I should have gone by myself.
I think I could have easily stayed, and Dan could have gone by himself. But that was probably the hardest time.
It was just a bad timing, obviously. We had to take care of Maya first. But if I could go back, I would have definitely arranged it where Allie stayed, I go. I could have done it in 24 hours. And I
We're
really
thinking of-
wish I could have been at the vigil now to review our footage had we been there. And maybe we would have had like a, Bethune situation where they caught something, and maybe being there, we would have said like, "Oh, look,
Could have
Brian's
helped
at the
out
vigil."
somehow.
Although I bet at the time police were tracking Brian around that time, but maybe
Yeah.
not. And so, Peggy,
I mean, it doesn't. If you ask me, the whole DNA from the sheath and the car and the light, like, I don't think that could have been that long of a for them to get that information.
David says he doesn't think they fought back. He thinks that they were asleep, and his dad, one of the dads, said the girls were asleep. I think the one who fought back was the girl on the second floor and her boyfriend's sleep. So Xana. Okay. Yeah, it might have, that very well could be. Another YouTuber that showed that on 3 separate occasions for a loud noise call that Brian's phone pinged close to the house on the same days. He could have been the caller. Totally. Piggy, get away. Pig's trying to hump my leg. This is, guys, this is...
And eat the rest of your sandwich, so maybe just finish your sandwich. Piggy, get out of here.
See, if I sit here like this with my feet out, she will try and come up. Watch, she's going to do it right now. Oh. She tries to come up and hump my foot. That's just a terrier for you. I mean, if you want to know a terrier, that's textbook terrier right there. Okay, let's get back to Amy's comment.
Yes, and well, okay, and then I'm gonna read Diana's comment right after it.
Okay, well, he could have been the caller. Yeah, he has a stalker vibe to him, babe, on you.
So he would have called to get them to come to the door just to get a glimpse of them, or
just to mess with them.
I'm not sure she had her phone in a room. Diana, I completely agree. Something tells me that that's exactly why. That's information that we don't know, and she just said what, and she was too afraid to leave a room to go get it. So
that makes sense.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So she just went to bed. I really don't know. I'm sure she was terrified, but I thought that. I don't know, you guys. We're not in her shoes, so who really knows? Shannon Jackson is here.
Yo, 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 yo! The Jackson clan just made it here too. Did I miss the baby update? Breastfeeding going well? Let's go back. Let's circle back. Well, for Shannon and Ron, who we love, from San Diego, we made it to Baja. We took Maya to the beach, and we had a great time. It's first time in the ocean, guys. Big moment. How's Sarah? It's in La Ventana. Yeah, it's a little chilly. Whoa, what do you think, man? So we wanted to share that one more time with you guys, and why not when Shannon asked about it.
She's so cute.
It's going well. I don't know. How's it going? Breastfeeding going well?
Well, breastfeeding is okay. A lot less pain. Huckleberry? No. I don't want him to lick his wound anymore. Sorry. Breastfeeding is going well. It's not painful anymore for the most part, which I'm very, very, very thankful for. But I don't make enough to make this girly grow. So we have to supplement, and that's okay.
It's totally okay. We are getting in our groove for sure.
Yeah.
We should jump back in. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, I want to show you guys. Amy sent me another email. I don't know if I believe this one, but let's see. Hold on, let me just check. See what the last one was.
Hey guys, if you haven't hit the like or dislike button,
Hit a button for us, guys.
Let's do that. If you like the moon at the beach.
Don't hit it for us. Hit it for Moon.
Hit it for Moon.
So I don't know. What do you guys think of this? I'm not sure. I'm not.
Is that the vigil?
Yeah. Do we think that looks like Kohberger at the vigil?
He'd be wearing a hat. What are his sideburns like?
I just want to get a good.
Low set ears. I don't know.
This thing's wigging out. Come on, man. Those ears could be low set. I don't know. This guy kind of looks like he's with maybe. It's an interesting photo for sure. It's an interesting photo. I don't know what to make of that. My gut is telling me that's probably not him, but maybe it is. I'm not. It doesn't look so crazy that it couldn't be him.
Yeah.
Some people are saying yeah. Beck says I don't think so. Victoria says yeah. Bruce says screw the dislike button. We take what we can get, Bruce. You know us. Likes and subscribes all day. Sorry.
Michaela says that they debunked the main photo of him going around.
Yeah. If he was at the vigil going around, people would remember, I think. I'm sure the cops were probably on him by then. The murder happened on the 13th, going into the 14th, I believe. Before the middle half of the month of November. Maybe. I don't know when the cops zeroed in on him. That'd be interesting to know. And yeah. I don't know if I doubt they've said that.
I feel like it had to have been early on.
But in order to
But then they watched him and they had to get more reasonable doubt or probable cause.
Yeah, but
guys, sorry, I'm not. What's the word for that when they need?
It really. It probably took them a while because they had to connect the sheath to the DNA database and then get trash and connect it that way. So
for confirming him for sure, but the knowing it was his car.
Yeah.
And his cell phone data. I don't know how long it takes to get that sort of information.
Yeah.
Probably not long if it's something this important when a guy's on the run and they need the info.
The pic I saw, he was walking, says Mark Marshall. So, Mark had a funny comment earlier about how he lost money on
a football team.
I'm not laughing at you, Mark. That sucks. I've lost money sports betting, but yeah. Who did he bet on? He bet on
someone.
Let's check in on the NFL scores,
Eagles
guys.
Or something, maybe. I don't know.
No.
Are games still playing?
I think it was. Games? Might have been the Vikings.
Girly. Girly.
So, looks like the Ravens scored a touchdown. Second quarter's almost about to end. It's 9-7, Bengals. So, I like the Bengals a lot. I think Joe Cool is one cool guy.
He sounds cool.
Walking guy was debunked, says Amy. Okay, I believe that, if Amy said it. What is everybody saying? I don't think he was at the vigil. That's what Joni says. I have to agree with that for sure. Weren't they suspecting him about 2 weeks in? Is that confirmed? That'd be really good to know.
I feel like I heard that too, but I just am afraid to say things that might not be factual, so I don't know. I heard that eyes above the ears, something to fear.
I've never heard that.
Are my eyes above my ears?
No.
Okay, yours aren't either.
No, yours are not. You can see mine in the camera. You can see yours too. I fear you, though, even if they're not. Dan, what is your email, if you don't mind me asking? Wait.
worldlifeblueprint@gmail.com.
You want to send us something, you can do it here. Let's see. share your thoughts. I'm going to put that over here.
Oh,
And we'll throw up this stuff because I know some people ask about that. Uh-oh, guys. Moon's finished her bottle, and this is what we're talking about. So, guys, let's jump over to Moon Cam. She just looked at the Moon Cam. So she kind of arches her back right after she comes off the bottle. I don't know if it's just like
it's
she's
not
bummed.
because she's still hungry. She arches her back. She has an upset tummy. And when she spits a bunch out, she stops crying.
So, I don't know.
I read Sekian, a pacifier can help. It also keeps her calmer, I think, to not focus on it.
Try those.
But I can hardly hold her up to get her back.
Mooney. Trying to burp her low. Allie's taking that new burp technique and using it. But what do you guys think? I mean, what do you guys think? I know it's a small sample size, but Moon trying. I was going to burp her. I'll be back with you, Van Fam, to jump into your comments right now. Let's see. Bruce says, go Bills, go. Joe Burrow is like Josh Allen. Yeah, I mean, I think Joe Burrow and Josh Allen are both really good. His plates were changed to Washington about the time of the vigil. That's true. Yeah. November 29th, they were on to him. Okay, so Michaela says that would be before the vigil, so they would definitely know if he was there. I need to watch the Dateline special. That is true. I didn't even know there was one. Mooney.
Okay. Are you happier if we stand?
Friday's 2-hour special on Dateline. Okay. I'm going to check that out if you guys say it's worth it.
Are you happier if we stand? We'll show everybody your cute face.
Oh, look. It's blurry. Come on, Moon. There you go. Oh, there's a cute little Moon. Maya Moon. I try and call her Mayo as much as I call her Moon, at least. Okay, if you guys think the Dateline special is really good, we'll definitely check it out. His birthday was November 21st, and he changed the car registration to Washington around that date. So creepy. His eyes creep me out. There is no soul there. I mean, you said it perfectly, Diana. He's got creepy eyes. I'm not so much worried about the
it's weird because
thing.
if I start seeing stuff before I go to bed about it, I have to like take my eyes off of it so that I don't have any bad thoughts about him or dream about him. I don't know if anyone else is this way, but it's just like he's so creepy. He's creepier to me. He's a lot creepier to me than Bryan Laundrie. Don't you think?
Oh yeah.
I mean, Bryan Laundrie.
He killed 4 people.
Terrible, but he's a lot creepier.
Bryan Laundrie is just like a total loser, but this guy is like insane. You know, Bryan Laundrie, complete narcissist. Like he had like Bryan Laundrie had a lot of common, I think, somewhat common issues, but just went to the extreme of like let it take over, and he ended up killing his girlfriend. Where there's a lot of people out there that treat women poorly and are controlling, obsessive, jealous, stuff like Bryan Laundrie displayed. There's very few people that commit a quadruple murder and kind of do do it the way Bryan Kohberger did. So, yeah, in this situation, I have to give Bryan Laundrie the less creepy guy award. Amy says gripe water, which we do have some really good gripe water in the fridge that we kind of are using if she's really upset. She seems to be calming down. Let's actually, in fact, jump over to Moon Cam now and check in. Look at that little girly. Maybe we can get her to smile. Hi, Moon.
Hi, Mooney. Mooney. Hi, girly. Hi. Who's this girly? Who is this sweet girly girl? Huh?
She loves looking in the camera, guys. I think she's going to be a vlogger at some point. She will be vlogging. Amy says burp halfway through the feeding too, babe. Do you do that? We could probably be a little bit better about that, so that's a good. We'll take that.
So she gets like maybe an ounce from me, and then we top her up with about 2 ounces, and yeah, we probably should. I try and stop. What I do is I stop the bottle from her and give her a break and try and have her slow down. But I guess we could burp in between.
You could burp. Oh, I gotta hit him up. It's a big time super chat. It's tied for super chat of the night with Jill Fisher and with Amy Sunclades. Of course, it's the Jackson family hitting us with a $50 enjoy Baja, be safe, travel well. That is so generous of you guys. Thank you so much for that. And on Super Chat on Cash App even is just like next level. So thank you very much to Ron and Shannon. We thought about you guys a lot. We actually got an offer to house sit in La Jolla at some point. I don't know the exact date.
I'm gonna still message. I don't know if she's watching now, but I just haven't fully replied because it required more than the 1 minute I had to read your message. But
anyway. So we love San Diego. Always has a special place in our heart because that's where Helen was fixed in Chula Vista. So very special place. And when we were there, we definitely said, I think I know why Ron and Shannon Jackson like it here. We even shouted them out in an episode because we were thinking about them. So
Joni says, how much does she weigh? We think she's about 10.5 pounds almost. She's 10, 3 or 4 at least. So
oh my
we'll
gosh.
have to get up the scale.
It's really starting to rain super chats on Cash App. Cash App's popping off, guys. Hold on a second. What is this one?
Oh, I love this.
Amy Sunclades sent another $50 super chat.
Aw, Amy, thank you. You guys are so... Here, this is the walking guy.
Here it is. 1 second. I got a shout out. Right on the back of Amy, of Ron and Shannon. It's Amy Sunclades, who has officially taken over super chatter of the night. So thank you, Amy. She says, to my favorite people. Well, we appreciate that so much, and we're so glad that you were able to jump on the live 2 weeks ago and give us really the lowdown, the expert opinion of someone who's very plugged in. So we appreciate having you here. And I think Laura was the one that just said something. She said, did y'all know if you use Cash App, they get all the money? That is true. We appreciate any super chat, though. We really appreciate. We appreciate any comment, any smashing of the like button. I believe Kevin Fitzgerald stomped the like button earlier.
Stomped it.
So we do. Just having you guys here.
Can you share the photo of the walking person that they debunked that Amy sent?
Did Amy send it?
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh yeah, there's no way that's. I'll show you guys what Amy sent.
Oh yeah.
I never
thought that they debunked it, but I never thought that photo was him. Did you? I don't.
I didn't know. I mean, that guy does not. He has. He looks. That guy just looks way more normal than Bryan Kohberger. So I don't want to. I'm sure that guy probably got a little bit of a surprise when he saw his photo being passed around to some parts of the internet.
Poor guy.
Speaking of the like button, hit it. That's what we're talking about right there. Thank you for sending those photos to us, Amy. We appreciate that because that type of stuff, you can't always catch everything. So fill up your tank while I'm there too. My goal one day is to get out kiting with you guys down in Baja. Fill up your tank when I'm there with you too. Bruce, that'd be great, buddy. We'd love to have you on the vlog.
Come on down and kite with us.
What is Cash App? Is it attached here? A Cash App is like kind of like Venmo, and we have a Cash App account. It's Allie and Dan, and basically it's like Venmo, and so that's what it is. It's just an app you download. Have to drop in. Have to drop on EST. Catch it again tomorrow. Adios, Karen.
Bye, Karen. Thank you for joining.
Maya's a little chubba dink.
Chubba dink. I've never heard that. You're chubba dink.
She's gained a lot of weight. She's in the mid 10 pound range now, and I really see some rolls coming in on her, and it's
very cute.
It's great to watch her.
Ahoo!
What's up, Moon?
Ahoo! Usually she smiles after a feed.
Yeah, she hasn't.
Being shy tonight, aren't you, girly?
She's
Shy?
got beautiful blue eyes when she's outside, especially at the beach today. It was really. I was like, wow, those are beautiful blue eyes. So we'll have to show you guys those sometime. Mish says Maya is getting so big.
She is.
Which I love to hear.
She's just starting to fill out, and not even quite, like the 0 to 3 month clothes. Finally starting to fit into those.
Yep. 167 likes. Thank you guys for smashing that button.
Aww.
David says, I wish we had more lives with Allie and Dan through the week. Well, we do too, to be honest, but it's a lot to kind of to talk for 2 hours straight. Really
do you guys think it's interesting for 2 hours straight?
We're glad you guys think it's interesting. It's Tracy Scholl.
Tracy's here
from Down Under, coming back. I feel like we haven't seen Tracy in a couple weeks.
Hi, Tracy.
She just hit us with a $14.99 super chat from Down Under, Australian. Our Australian super chatter.
She was on vacation or something.
That must have been what it was.
Yeah, I believe.
Guys,
that was it.
Sponsored by Amy, sponsored by Tracy. Sponsored by the Jacksons. It's up close and personal with Moons on Moon Cam.
Yay, Moony! Yay, girly! Is the girly gonna give a smile?
She's thinking about it, guys. She's thinking about it, man, fam.
Are we gonna get a smile?
She's thinking about a smile. Oh, come on, girly. Well. She did not. She says, Tracy says, hi guys, Maya is just beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Looks like, cheers guys. Work calls in the morning. Great live as usual. Be safe and can't wait to see future episodes. Thank you, Bruce. Is your PayPal address correct? I actually need, that is the correct address, yeah. But I need to update the email.
Look at this girly.
Let me just check PayPal,
you guys,
actually.
Thank you for loving her as much as we do.
Yeah.
Has she done anything lately that we need to tell them about? Well, the beach. That was the big thing.
The big thing is the sleeping.
That's her greatest... Oh, really?
So the email address is actually, let me update this. Both of them work, but this is the primary one.
What is it, sweetie? Hi. Oh, there's a smile. Oh my gosh, get over here.
I'm coming. I just had to update. I'm coming.
Is that a moon giving lots of smiles? Hi. Hi, baby girly. How's mama, sweetie? Huh? Hi.
Oh, look at that girly.
What is it?
Little burr.
Hi, pumpkin. Oh,
So guys, this is the big, like what the big
yes.
changes that we've seen.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of smiles,
Oh, I love you so much.
a lot of facial expressions.
I love you.
Where she really,
Oh,
I feel like
yeah?
she's really seeing us, so it's beautiful. She is easy to love, like her mommy and daddy.
Yay.
Um,
We love a happy girly. You want this to help?
let's see here. What's
Oh, Amy, that's sweet of you. Mooney is just living life here.
Mooney
Anyways,
is loving
something I was going
life.
to tell you guys earlier is we've thought about in the future if there's something, a case interesting that, you know, we've thought about maybe Dan would go and check it out, you know, without us.
Well, we're always going to try and go together, but yeah, we want to give everybody as many updates as we can. I know there's a lot of other YouTubers out there that do that, but we want to be live on the scene for not just like for true crime stuff, of course, but really if there's anything interesting happening. And her rolling over so early, says Laura. Well, the other day we put her on the bed and on her back, and we turned around and we were doing something, and next thing we know, we look over and she's on her stomach.
And there was
Which is
no
crazy.
risk for her falling off the bed by any means. She was just on a bed. People get so crazy.
Jill Fisher says, join Patreon for updates you don't see on here. We love connecting on Patreon. If you guys want a little bit of more, just to kind of see, you know, Moon throughout the week and see what we're up to and get regular updates, join us on Patreon. We do a lot of...
Yes, and thank you so much to our Patreons for being there. You know how much we love you.
Shannon says, Maya has free babysitting anytime in San Diego. She is adorable. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Just be careful what you...
Shannon
what
and
you say.
Ron will be meeting Maya in person before they know it.
Yeah, I was like, careful what you wish for.
How's her pooping? Thank you for asking, Karen and Mark. She is... Huck. Sorry, he keeps licking his knee. She pooped a couple of times by herself. She had a blowout the first night we got here.
No. The first night we got into Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had 2 nights ago. She's still not pooping like regularly, but she's pooping a lot more frequently. We'll say that.
So we're working on it, but I'm not concerned about it anymore like I used to be. She's passing lots of gas.
Amy says, oh my, the smile and cooing melts my heart. Yes. Yeah, it's making, it makes all the hard work.
It's finally a two-way street.
Yeah. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something just came through the wire. It's Charlene and Jean with a $100 super chat. Tying super chat of the night. Baja, Mexico. First adventures for Maya. Happy, fun, and lots of family memories to treasure with your daughter.
Thank you, Charlene and Jean.
2 hearts, a baby, a bow, mom and dad, 2 dogs, a van, and hearts. Gosh, that is a sweet message from Charlene and Jean.
Everybody is so generous and sweet
and of course,
to us.
The Van fam is shouting them out in the comments. We appreciate that from Mish and from Lori.
Wait, Jill, you're from Michigan? Where in Michigan?
Jill, drop us a message.
Maybe
we would love to hear.
Us before.
What a blessing from Charlene. Charlene and Jean, thank you. Love y'all going to watch on YouTube on Apple. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Kelly, for
so
being
kind.
Here.
I wonder how Moon will react as a teenager. Will she be like how Allie's mother had spoken about? Hee hee. I hope not.
What'd my mom speak
Well, you were a bit of a monster.
Oh yeah.
A bit of a monster. Diana says, I love the Patreon updates and shorts. Charlene and Jean are on Patreon. Diana's on Patreon. I think Amy Sunclades is on Patreon.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
We've got a
people.
lot.
Kevin
Steph.
Fitzgerald,
Yeah,
Steph.
Kevin, we've got a lot. I mean, we can't. We'd have to check. You know, we're
Yeah, we've
definitely
got about
forgetting
50 people. So
Laura, Gnome is there. We have a lot of lovely people there and supportive.
Laura says, if I say something weird out of place, my internet is sucky. I've had to reload 5,000 times. I was gonna say, Laura, you've said a lot of weird stuff over the months, but out of place, I will say, a lot of funny and weird stuff that we love.
Yeah, a lot of the comments that we hear make us laugh when we're not talking about true crime.
Flint, Michigan. My daughter lives in Holland.
Oh, okay.
Very cool. That's near Grand Haven.
Yeah.
Awesome, Charlene and Jean. Okay, if you ever come through OKC, I'll babysit. I love babies.
Thank you, everybody.
Well, we make mental notes of all these comments.
Is anybody going to be in Cabo at the end of March? This girlie needs a babysitter. I'm nervous to leave her with somebody we don't know, but it'll be good for us, I think.
Huck and Terrier.
No.
Let's see here.
So Huck has a lot of girlfriends from past years down here on the beach.
Total ladies, man.
And today you should have seen him with this really cute black cat that lives here. He just loves other animals so much. Are you telling all sorts of stories to the Van Fam?
I'm trying to see what's going on here.
Huck.
1 second.
Huck would like to help you finish that.
I know the dogs are no Huck. Huck, I gotta show you guys what the situation.
Huckleberry.
My terrier would never take something off my plate without me telling, but Huck.
Has he ever taken anything off your plate?
Oh, he will. If we just ignored him right now, I guarantee you. Watch, let's try it. I'm gonna look.
No, we got a cinnamon roll once, and it was in a bag in the van in the front seat, and Piggy got into the bag and helped herself to the cinnamon roll.
Okay, but I set off
never done that.
I set off my plate. He will kind of taste things.
If we left it there for a while, I'm sure he would get.
He walked away, so the experiment he passed. But okay, let's see. Court Rocks in the house. Hi guys, Court Rocks is in the house.
Hi, thank you for joining us. But Allie turned out just fine. We all have our troubled past, troubled teens.
Wouldn't be who we are today. That's true. I mean, hey, teenage years are awkward. Let's be honest. Being a teenager, you're like, your body's kind of weird. I mean, I was tall and so skinny and kind of gangly. And look at, guys, he's literally just came over and ate something.
Well, could you just finish it?
No, I'm running an experiment here on my stepson. See, guys? Huck?
Good boy, Huck.
He knows I'm looking at him, guys. He knows I'm looking at him. Huck? No. Huck?
He says, but Dad, I'm hungry.
You don't eat off our plates, Huck. He does not. He has no shame. He does not care. It's my terrier that won't do. My terrier would never do that.
What about the cinnamon roll?
Okay,
to be fair,
I said off my plate. I said off my plate, not out of a bag on the dashboard. Gosh, guys, we literally caught Huck in the act. I mean, what are the odds?
What channel were we on for the tiny house? It's called Tiny Home Tours. Huckleberry is now. Are you sitting waiting for that?
Should we go check out more Tiny Home Tours comments real quick?
You want Mommy to give you that treat, Huckleberry? Gosh, she's so handsome it kills me. You are just the most handsome fella.
I'm just going to go here real quick.
Yay, girly!
Okay, guys, let's jump over and check out
the fan. She loves
few
the
more.
fan.
comments on tiny home tours. Their setup is amazing. Okay, we already read that one. Well thought out van. One suggestion: cover the side rail. Okay, this
Oh,
was a funny one because a lot of people brought this up, but it
yeah.
says cover the side rail for your daughter's bed, the netting or some covering. She would roll under or over the lower rail. So we have a railing. We just have the netting taken off because we washed it. It's
Yeah.
got a whole cover on it, and everyone was like,
It
"Oh,
has
there's
this
a
whole.
lot of comments about that."
A lot of people thought, of course, she would slip right through that. Like, she'll slip through that for years. Of course, we have a cover for it, but that's okay. Whatever. It's just
Like
there's.
we have that. It's just so funny to think. Like I'll see if
You make one little tiny
one,
mistake,
and
and
it's not even a mistake though.
Yeah, we just didn't say, "Hey guys, by the way, we have a cover
Yeah.
for this." But people just feel like they have such they can just say whatever they want, about kids and stuff in particular, and that's fine. They can, but it's funny to think that somebody wouldn't just have a
I'd
cover
say
for that.
so. Deborah says, "I'd say this setup can work fine for now. Once that darling baby girl becomes mobile, starts crawling and grabbing for things,
Yes.
and starts eating solid foods, it will become extremely challenging. I wish them the best as they are a lovely couple who are trying to enjoy life to the fullest. I admire their tenacity."
That's really sweet.
We do not even barely live in the van now. We use the van to get from point A to point B, and we were already learning that. 6 months ago before Maya was born, we probably said much different things. But now we're living it, so we know what we can and can't do as well as we used to be able to, and we're fine with that.
Yeah.
So
It's
a lot of people were like,
I always knew we were going to want to find houses and stuff, but I didn't know how, to what extent, I guess.
Look at Allie and Dan on Tiny Home Tours. Congrats. That's from Mom to One. We've
And
seen
someone
her.
was like, "Oh, she keeps
Candace.
saying I in the van." It's like, yeah, because I built it, but I built it not involving my entire family, which I want with me. It's the build out was not made. We would have done completely different build out if we knew we were going to have all of us in there. So that's why,
I got to shout out Candace and Jill who are in the comments here. Love this tour. They are taking care of business in that van. It's amazing, and they do it all with a newborn baby.
Yeah,
this is the one I was looking for, guys. Boy, that Dan guy really hit the lottery. Allie already had the van, the knowledge, built a ski chalet, and he just comes along. Lucky him. He seems awesome.
It's funny because Dan will tell you that right off the bat.
Here's a funny one. I'm still stuck at Dan having just one personal storage area.
It's the biggest, though.
That's so funny. Wait, I don't see the reply there. But anyways, well thought out and looks...
Oh, now these are getting a little upset. Oh, that's because it's time for another nap soon. Is it time for another nap soon?
Okay. So anyways, a lot of good stuff there. Pretty funny. Very supportive comments for the most part. But that one about me hitting the lottery was pretty funny. Brenda says opinions are like a-holes. Everyone has one. Ain't that the truth?
Are you getting sad?
We really don't have many haters, guys. And it's just the way. You just have to... That person wasn't even hating. It was just like, you have to verbalize everything, because like sometimes when I'm making a video, I'll post it and someone in the comments will notice something that I didn't even notice when I was like editing it. And so people see everything. Moon is having a tough time. Well, guys, it's almost time to end it tonight. It's 7:54, so I'm going to go through your last couple comments here, see what everyone's saying, and then we'll sign off for the night. I know a lot of people on the East Coast are probably getting ready for bedtime. So every post on YouTube has haters. That is true. Her voice is so sweet, says Lita. Oh my God, Dan brings his own stuff. Come on now, we see you, Dan. Thank you very much, Gloria. Moon seems to be talking. She is close to talking. Chill Fisher says that comment pissed me off. Van Fam's got our back in the comment section. I love it. Always gonna have critics. Just ignore. That's the best advice. Well, guys, we're going to sign off. Thank you so much to everyone for your super chats. We got to go tend to this moon. She's, I think, kind of ready for a nap. A little siesta prior to her evening siesta.
Thank you guys so much for being here.
Let me just check last thing. Make sure I didn't miss any super chats.
Thank you so much for all of your very generous super chats and cash apps. Are you hungry?
Oh, I did miss one. Joni. I almost missed one. Thankfully, I've been doing this long enough. I know you always got to triple check because the Van Fam is one heck of a group of people. So let's shout out from Joni from Jomar. She says, thank you, $25. Thank you for a fun live chat. Just love you guys. What a great way to end it. Joni on Cash App Super Chat. Charlene and Jean, Amy, Super Chats of the night. Tracy Scholl coming in right at the very end. She says, bye, guys. Take care with a heart. Thank you. David Strausser says, when are you getting married? Put a ring on that finger. That's working on it, man. It's like one day at a time, baby. I know David's just giving me a hard time there, right? Right, babe? So, yeah, thank you to everybody. The Jacksons, Ron and Shannon checking in. We had Jill Fisher, of course, backing us up in the comments. And Deborah Lee with her super chat. So a lot of super chats tonight. I hope I try to remember everybody, but I know I'm going to miss a few. But thank you guys. Anyways. Good night, guys. We'll see you again very soon. We make sure to catch you up on a new episode this week, so stay tuned, and we'll see you again.
Bye, guys.